Work-life balance. You've heard both extremes. The one side that says there is no work-life balance, you just do what you got to do. And the other side that says there's always work-life balance, which means you stop working at a certain point. I'm going to give you a different perspective, one you've most likely never heard before, but it's going to be extreme food for thought. Perhaps you don't want to look at your life as trying to achieve work-life balance. Perhaps you want to look at your life about achieving something so immense, so important, so great, reaching above and beyond your potential. So instead of trying to seek work-life balance, which everybody else is trying to do, how about you try to maximize the potential that you're able to achieve and perhaps contribute to society in an immensely positive way, that the biggest positive impact that you can do. For this reason, we, as in myself, personally speaking, don't advocate a work-life balance. Instead, we advocate a vision-oriented life. So leading a life that's vision-oriented. What is your vision for yourself, for society, that you can obviously add to in a positive way, for your family, so on and so on, for the country that you live in? What is your vision for the next 20, 50 years? That what, if you can define and if you can describe, and if it's big enough with a strong enough purpose, meaning why you want to achieve this, is going to be your greatest driving force. And you will notice that work-life balance then, in the realm of regular people, does not speak to you the same way. Instead, your vision, meaning what you wish to achieve in the next 20, perhaps 50, perhaps 500 years. Isn't it true that sometimes some people have done things that are still bringing results? There have been people who've done things such greater in their own lives that it's lived on beyond them. So perhaps you want to have a greater vision than just trying to achieve work-life balance. And if you have that greater vision, that what being so big with a driven purpose, which means why, here's the trick. The how kind of figures itself out. So trying to figure out work-life balance, trying to figure out this and that, don't worry too much about it. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a different scenario of how to balance your life with respect to the different areas where you are perhaps the leader, or perhaps you are, how can I define it? Let's just define it as the roles that you have in your life. Now, we would agree that everybody has certain roles that they're born with or that they choose, that they cannot kind of give away, right? No, you're born with some roles that you can't give away, and then you choose some roles, right, Ghassan? So Ghassan, you're a human, you can't give that away, okay? You're a brother, right? According to your thinking, you can't give that up, right? Kind of, okay? But let's say Ghassan is also an agent. For example, okay, let's just say he's a marketing person, right? Marketing manager, okay? This is a chosen role. You can choose to drop this. Let's say if you wanted to play professional football, you can choose to drop this. Maybe you're a football player. You can choose to drop this. Yes or no? So now I'm not going to focus on the chosen roles. I'm going to focus, because I'm trying to get a concept across to you guys. I'm going to focus on the roles that you have been given, okay? That you generally can't give away. What you're seeking to do is to have a vision in each of these roles. So as a human, do you have a vision as a human? Okay, so Ghassan has a vision as a human, okay? Let's say, Ghassan, you're a father as well. Do you have a vision as a father? Perhaps you want to provide for your family in a good way, raise good kids, so on and so forth, okay? As a husband as well, you would have a vision, and as an agent as well, because you're probably watching this video because you're an agent, you have a vision as well. And perhaps if you are a Muslim, Ghassan has a vision as well, okay? Ideally speaking, what you should have, now I'm not saying you should have a vision, means sit down and prepare this grandiose vision, but ideally speaking, you should have some kind of a plan with respect to all the different areas of your life, right? Now, if you have those visions, which are those ultimate things that you wish to achieve 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, you would also have today something that we call an MPL, a minimum performance level, in each of these roles, okay? An MPL is a minimum performance level in each of these roles, okay? So you define your MPLs here, MPLs here, MPLs here, okay, guys? And you continue. And I promise you, this is going towards work-life balance, but in a better, greater way. It's gonna give you more food for thought, okay? Fine. As a human, you've got this grandiose vision, perhaps. You want to, Elon Musk wants to, you know, take humanity to Mars, okay? Let's say you have another vision, which means, I don't know, perhaps you want to get rid of poverty in the world, okay, Ghassan? Fine, no problem. As a father, you've got a vision to spend good time with your family, for sons and all that. Let's come to the agent level, okay, guys? And let's talk about you as a human as well, okay? As a human, you should also have some MPLs around the area of health. You want to have good health. You want to be spiritually well, mentally well. Now, I'm going to just explain to you just these two areas. Now, you can't be an agent and not be a human. So let's say you define your MPL as an agent as 500,000 dirhams, 500,000 dirhams per year income. Okay? That's fine, no problem. So you've defined an MPL for yourself that I want to get to 500,000 dirhams. Now here's the kicker, okay guys? This is what you guys have to understand. That's fine and dandy, and that's okay. Remember I said some people are going to say, look, go and achieve 500,000 dirhams regardless of what happens. Lose your wife, lose your children, lose your health, but there is no work-life balance, just go and get 500,000 dirhams, correct? The other side says, no. You've got to balance. You've got to take the weekends off. You've got to enjoy. So even if you don't make 500,000 dirhams, it's okay. I'm telling you a little bit of a slightly different way, which is, it's okay if you want to achieve 500,000 dirhams. Just make sure you're not going below your minimum performance levels in the other areas. For example, as a father, if you define your minimum performance level is to spend at least one day quality time with your children, but in the pursuit of 500,000 dirhams, so instead of doing one day with your children per week of quality time, in the pursuit of 500,000, this becomes one day every 4 weeks. Does this make sense? Now this is going to at some stage come back to bite you. Or, I'll give you another example. In the pursuit of 500,000 as an agent, you start as a human neglecting your health, or you start sleeping less, right? So there have been studies done by, neurologists, sleep experts, doctors, institutes that have said that every hour that you reduce from your sleep opens you up to certain kinds of diseases, starting with stress, and then going on to more serious things. Now, if you, in the pursuit of 500,000 dirhams, are continuously over many periods of time, start sleeping 2 to 3 hours less every day, and this leads you to an unhealthy position, this now is not balanced. Why? Hassan, how do you define the weakest? How do you define the strength of the chain? By its weakest link, right? So let's say that all these roles of yours are actually chains. are actually circles or rings in a chain. Okay, so this is you as an agent, this is you as a father, this is you as a Muslim, this is you as a leader of the community, this is you as a brother, this is you as you, why, and so on and so forth. Let's say you're a very good agent, very good father, very good Muslim, very good leader of your community, very good brother, but you're a weak human in terms of taking care of your own health. What's going to happen? This chain and its strength is defined by its weakest link. At some stage, they say the rooster comes home, the chickens come home to crow or something like that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So instead of just trying to seek work-life balance, define the roles that you have today. Are you a brother? Are you a father? Are you a human? Are you a Muslim? Are you a citizen? Are you a resident of the UAE? And then define your vision in each of these roles. Some of these roles are going to be very, very simple. Like for instance, if you're a resident of the UAE, your simple vision could be, you could have a vision to get Emirati passport. Okay, so you could say, I'm a resident of the UAE, but I wish to become an Emirati citizen. You know, do things, then take steps that the government would then say, hey, Ghassan, you know what? I think you bring a lot of value to this country. We want to give you the Emirati passport, right? Or perhaps you say, I don't wish to get an Emirati passport. I just want to be a law-abiding citizen for the time I spend over here. So some visions can be very small, and you don't have to spend too much time. Some will be a little bit greater, bigger. I want to lead a healthier life. I want to be a good father, good husband, blah, 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 right? And if you define your minimum performance level, then you should try to make sure that you're not going below those minimum performance levels. Because if you do go below your minimum performance levels, then you are at risk later on. Does that make sense? So, food for thought. It's not just about work-life balance. Define what is it that you wish to achieve in life, why you want it, how we'll figure it out. Don't worry too much about the how. And then define your roles and then seek to define minimum performance levels in each of those roles and then go out there to fulfill those minimum performance levels. Guys, listen, this has been more about defining your roles and visions, but I hope this will help agents. Look, maybe we have a mentorship program sometime. Yeah, a lot of agents are approaching me, so they want to work with us, etc., etc. We need to channelize them somehow. Maybe there'll be a link for agents as well, so you guys can fill up your details. When we do release our next mentorship program goes online, so on and so forth, we'll let you know. Don't forget to do the like, subscribe, and bell icon. And if you got questions, put them in the comment section. We go live once a week now to answer your questions. Ciao for now. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.